everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a little update for you, just because mainly I haven't got a video edited or uploaded as I normally would. It's been a little bit of a hectic week. I've been a bit quiet on social media. A few of you have reached out and asked if I'm alright. A few of you that follow my aviation Instagram account will know the kind of week I've had. But yes, I thought I would just sit down and do a little update with you. So grab your cup of tea and come and settle down and watch. So originally this was actually going to be a get ready with me. However, I didn't see the point in doing that just because I've got swimming in 2 hours. So I don't really want to be going to the swimming pool with a full face of makeup. Now, the first thing I'm going to mention is this little one here, hopefully. She's going to come up and say hello. Yeah, there we go. Mwah. Thank you, you've just scratched my chest. So we went for a walk at the weekend to a woods not too far from us. It's closer to Bristol than it is to me. She's going to chew her foot. Hang on. Stop. Trixie. Stop. Stop. Chewing. Right? Thank you. Yeah, we went for a walk, didn't we? Not now. At the weekend. She's looking at me like, yeah, we go. No. I feel like I'm like, because I've got a new tripod. I've got a new tripod thing and it's tilting upwards, which, where are you going? You're going to fall off the bed. Ow, that's my leg. That's my leg muscle. Where are you trying to go? Do you want my dressing gown? There you go. There you go. Have my dressing gown. Will you settle on that? Of course you will. Oh, she's just farted. Oh, this is great. I did tell myself when I filmed a few weeks ago that I was never going to film with animals again. But here we are. So anyway, so I went for this walk and it was me and my partner Ash. I think I filmed some clips, so there probably will be a vlog coming up after this video at some point. I just haven't got around to it, to be honest. It's just been one of those weeks, as I say. We got lost. Funny enough, if you are a subscriber that has been here for a long time and remember when I did Vlogmas back in 2017, I think it was. I can't find the footage of it, but anyway, I got lost in the woods. It's the same woods. I got lost again. Obviously I took a wrong turn in again somewhere. It was the first time I've been back in years. It looked completely different. Half of it was shut off. Like, it was just, yeah. But we had fun. We enjoyed ourselves. It was very, very tiring. We walked about 6 miles. But Trix wasn't overly tired or anything like that. And then yesterday I noticed that she was limping. And then I went to inspect her foot and realised that there was a big, like, sore wound on it. I haven't taken her to the vets as of yet because she's booked in to go anyway soon. So I haven't booked her in for that, but I was concerned that it might be Alabama rot. So we've just been keeping an eye on her. I've been putting antiseptic powder specific for dogs onto her foot. It's not the first time we've had issues with her chewing her foot that it bleeds, so I'm not overly worried, but we are just keeping an eye on her. So that was stress number 1, which we've also got one of those inflatable like donut collars. Stress number 2 is that she keeps getting out of it. So you've literally, I feel like I've got a little toddler that I've got to watch like a hawk. I also wanted to just say a quick thank you to everybody that has left comments, sent me messages on anything, any of the social media posts, as well as the YouTube video I did about my depression story. I must admit it was really, really hard to film, and it was really hard to edit when it comes to watching it back as well, actually. But I'm so glad I did, and the feedback I've had has been really amazing, so thank you so much for your support on that. So on to the big stress, I guess you could call it, of this week, and it's only Thursday as I film this, I might like to add. I decided to set up a new Instagram account for my photography, so that I can put all my sort of like general photography on it, like my landscapes and when we've gone out to the beach and things like that. Previously it was on my Diane 94 Instagram account, which I also obviously use as my content account for blog related things, and I felt like it was all just getting a little bit messy. I'd already separated off a few years ago having Trixie's own account so I could just put all pet stuff on there. Then I moved on to separating into an aviation account because I get that some people's views are very different, especially when it comes to military and things like that, so I knew I needed to keep that kind of separate. So then it just left these two, sort of the blog side, content side, and the photography side. So I decided recently to set up a new photography one, which I'll leave all the information down below if you do want to go and follow it. I would really appreciate it if you would. But yeah, so I was setting that up, and I set up a Facebook page that it would all link to and everything as well. And I realised that I still hadn't done my aviation Facebook page, like linking in. So I go onto my laptop to link it in, and for various reasons I got blocked out of my Instagram account because I've got a profile picture and I've got like maybe 2 photos of me on that aviation Instagram account that are of my face. The rest is obviously planes because that's kind of what it is. So Instagram basically can't verify that it's me, and after 3 years of pretty much daily posting, it's all gone, which I'm gutted about in a way. I'd managed to get over 3,000 followers, which I think is the most gutting thing because that took an awful lot of time and effort to get to that stage. So I'm gutted that that's gone, probably more gutted that that's gone than anything else, because the photos and everything I've still got saved that I can, you know, put up again if I need to. But yeah, so that kind of was the biggest stress of the week. I'm back and forth with Instagram, and basically you get given, when you set up your Instagram, you get given your backup codes. I can't find those backup codes. I've got a feeling I know where they are, but I can't access that, so I can't do that. And then because it was set up using a Google authenticator, you then have to go back onto the Google authenticator that you set it up with. I didn't realise that when you swap phones you're meant to scan the QR code, so when I sold my phone it means that I haven't got that either. So basically the long and the short of it is my original Kelly Aviation Instagram account has now gone. It's still obviously on there, but I can't get into it, so I don't know if Instagram one day will remove it because it hasn't been used in a while, or whether it's just going to sit there almost like mocking me. I don't know. For the last couple of days I have spent hours and hours and hours setting up my new Kelly Aviation Instagram account, which is kelly.aviation94. Please go and give it a follow because I'm absolutely gutted to have lost all of that hard work and all of those followers. And yeah, I feel like I'm starting from scratch, which is a very scary place to be. It feels so different starting afresh this time round to what it did in 2019. Like, it's just completely different. It is now linked into a Facebook page, so I won't have that hassle further down the line. I think it's literally got like 1 follower. But yeah, so I just need to start building that back up again. So that is kind of like my biggest stress at the minute, has been sorting that out. But I feel like I'm a bit more relaxed with it now and I can kind of work through it. So we're getting there, which brings me on to changes to my Instagram. So I've obviously got the Trixie one, as I mentioned, and I've got the aviation one, keeping those two very separate because they are topics that not everybody agrees with, not everybody likes, you know, various reasons. So then it comes down to what my Kelly Diane 94 Instagram account will be going forward, and that is basically going to be a place that is almost an extension of this channel and of my blog. So there may be ads on there at times, which there has been anyway throughout. It just looks a bit lost and intermittent. I'll be sharing when I put up new content over there. I'll also be doing little features on there of just products that I'm enjoying and I'm liking. I've got them as highlights, so I've got books as a highlight to show you what I'm reading if that's the kind of thing you're interested in, because I know there's quite a few of you that follow me on my blog for my book reviews. I've got a little bit of food on that. I'm not really a foodie sharing kind of person. I can never make it look like Pinterest worthy or Instagram worthy. Like, I just want to eat it when I've cooked it. But there is food bits on there because obviously I do host guest posts of food as well. But the main thing that I'll also be wanting to share over there, especially on stories, which then I can obviously put into the highlights, will be favourite products that I'm loving. I've decided rather than doing monthly favourites on here, because the videos just don't get a lot of views. Yeah, it's just not viable really to do them on this channel. So that will be moving over to Instagram, and you'll see a highlight on there of the things that I'm loving. I will also be sharing over there small businesses that I love. This is something I'm really, really passionate about. I feature so many small businesses over on my blog, but I understand that not everybody wants to read a blog, so you will now be able to find that information over on my Instagram as well. There will of course be still features of tricks. I will still be putting up some photography things. That was a bit of a tongue twister then, but they won't necessarily be as heavily edited as what I would want them to be for a photography page, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's mainly going to be more about content creation and just more about my life. You know, if I wake up and I want to say good morning on my stories with a cup of tea, then I can. You know, it's those little in the moment things that I want to be able to share that I kind of felt like I haven't been able to because it's almost been too businesslike. I want it to be more about me and the things I love and the things I'm doing to a certain extent. So yeah, that is the changes that I'm making. But as I say, I'll leave all the information down below of which accounts are which, so that you can follow any or all of them if you'd like. Yeah, so I'll leave that all down below. So then I guess the last thing I thought I would mention will be plans for this year. The majority of this year is probably going to be taken up by air shows because they're back as they were last year, and I'm obsessed. Last year was still a bit hit and miss at times because it was that kind of, will they be on, won't they, will they be cancelled, you know, things like that. Whereas this year I'm very much full into air shows. I am hoping to maybe do some vlogs around air shows without it being too plain based, if that makes sense. Because there is a lot of things that go on the ground at any air show. There is so much to see and do. Yes, I just kind of want to show a bit more of that as well on this vlog, because it is something that I like, and you never know, you might watch something and think you want to go and buy a ticket and visit on the next one. So yeah, I've got quite a few. I think the first one is Abingdon, which I've got our tickets for, haven't we, Pooch? And Trix gets to go to that one because it's a country fair, and I get to see my friends, which I'm very excited about. Haven't seen them this year yet, so fingers crossed I get to see them, spend a little bit of time with them. After that is Midlands Airfest. We are camping again. Obviously, if you've been around for a little while, and even if you haven't, you'll find the video a bit further back on this channel, but last year I camped at Midlands Airfest. It was the first time I'd ever been. Really enjoyed myself, and yeah, I just want to go back. It's just a lovely relaxed atmosphere. And then yeah, it's on to more military things, which we can talk about another time. In terms of other plans, I haven't got anything set in stone. A couple of weekends away, and yeah, we're just taking each week as it comes at the minute, I think, is the way I'm doing it. I need to get back into content creation, especially on my blog. Apologies if you are a follower of my blog, because it has been a little bit lapse recently. So I definitely need to get back into that as well, and just kind of get my life organised a bit. So I'll probably share bits and pieces of that as well, both on here and on my Instagram. But yeah, so that is a little bit of a chatty update for you. I've been rambling for 17 minutes and I really better go. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll be back very soon with another video. Bye bye.